Our second duet from Ριζάρειος Parochial School, numbers 454 and 459, Βαγιάννα Μιχαλοπούλου and Φανή Θεοδώση.
My name is Hedda Gabler.
My name is Theattrikuu.
We are the heroines of Henrik Ibsen's play.
Hedda Gabler.
Of Henrik Ibsen's play, Hedda Gabler.
Mrs. Hedda Tessman, you mean?
Hedda Gabler, my dear.
It's been
so
many years since we met.
Indeed. Thank you for your lovely flowers.
Oh.
Oh.
I wanted to come here yesterday afternoon, but they told me that you were still on your honeymoon. I got here yesterday. Oh.
Oh.
I became almost desperate when I heard that you weren't here.
Desperate? Please, tell me, has something happened at home?
No. Yes. Well, I hope you won't misunderstand me.
Then, you'd better tell me the whole story. That's why you've come.
Yes. Yes, it is. Well then, in case you don't already know, Eilert Løvberg is in town.
Løvberg is here?
Yes. He's been here a week. A whole week. In this city. Alone. With all those dreadful people.
But my dear Mrs. Rising, what concern is he of yours?
Mrs. Rising was my father's name. I'm Mrs. Elstead now.
Mrs. Elstead, then. What concern is he of yours?
Oh, he's been tutoring the children.
Your children?
My husband's. I have none.
Oh, so you mean your stepchildren?
Yes. For the past 2 to 3 years, Eilert Løvberg has been living irreproachably. Quite irreproachably, I assure you, in every respect. And now, all the same, in this big city, with money in his pockets, I'm so dreadfully frightened that something may happen to him.
I must say, I find it a little strange that your husband...
My husband? What do you mean?
That he should send you all the way here on an errand of this kind. I am surprised he didn't come himself to keep an eye on his friend.
My husband hasn't the time. Besides, I wanted to do some shopping here.
Oh, well, that's different.
Please, Mrs. Tessman, I beg you, be kind to Eilert Løvberg if he comes here.
I'll tell Tessman to send him a note right now.
Oh, how good and kind you are.
Eilert Løvberg, there was something beautiful and fascinating and brave about the way we told each other everything. Then, the secret friendship no one else knew about. How you used to come up to my father's house in the afternoon.
Thank you.
And the general sat by the window.
Thank you, Mrs.
And read
Tessman.
his newspaper with his back towards us.
Thank you.
We sat on the sofa in the corner, always reading the same illustrated magazine.
My husband.
You regarded me as a kind of a confessor. You told me things about yourself which no one else knew about.
My husband
then
is so fond of him. My husband...
All those days.
My husband is so fond of Eilert Løvberg.
All those days and nights of drinking.
Thank you, thank you.
And the conversation with Thea goes on and on.
The only thing I want is Eilert Løvberg to be saved.
The only thing I want is Eilert Løvberg to become free. Again. Well, how are things at home?
Oh, I'd rather not speak about that.
My dear, you can tell me. Oh, good heavens. We were at school together.
Oh, I used to be so terribly frightened of you in those days. Whenever you met me on the staircase, you used to pull my hair.
No, did I?
Yes, and once you said you'd burn it all off.
That was only in fun. Now listen, when we were at school, we used to call each other by our Christian names.
No, I'm sure you're mistaken.
No. I remember it quite clearly. Let's tell each other our secrets, as we used to in the old days. There now. You must call me Hedda.
Oh, you're so kind. I'm not just the people being so nice to me.
And I shall call you Tora, the way I used to.
But my name is Thea.
Yes, of course. I meant Thea. And the conversation could last forever if Thea wouldn't be so naive, so giving, and so confessional.
My husband had no idea I was coming here.
Oh!
Hedda, when I left home, he wasn't even there. So I packed a few things secretly and went away.
You mean you've left your home for good?
The only home I have is wherever Eilert Lethborg lives.
Tell me, Thea, how does this friendship between you and Eilert Lethborg begin?
You see, Eilert Lethborg has made a sort of real person of me. He taught me how to think and understand all kinds of things.
What a confession, darling. This story is really amazing. I'm fascinated. Let's party then. Let's play. Game 1. Mr. Lethborg is here. Game 2. Mr. Lethborg admires his companion.
Me carrots? Oh, Eilert, Hedda, I'm so happy. Imagine he says I've inspired him.
Game 3. Mrs. Elstead does not drink at all.
No, thank you. I never drink anything like that.
Game 4. Mr. Lethborg doesn't drink either.
Of course he doesn't.
Persuasion game. But if I want you to drink something, Eilert,
Hedda!
have I no power over you at all?
Hedda!
Poor me. If you don't drink, people might think you didn't feel absolutely and unashamedly sure of yourself.
Oh, Hedda, no!
I saw it quite clearly in Judge Brack a few minutes ago. He smiled so scornfully when he saw you were afraid to drink with him.
He just wanted to stay and talk to us, Hedda.
He didn't dare to join their Red's little party.
Dare.
I'm not saying so. That was what Judge Brack thought. You are going then, Mr. Lethborg?
He's going to stay with us, Hedda.
End game. If you could only understand how poor I am, and you allowed yourself to be so rich, so rich! Let me go! I can burn your hair after all.
Let me go, Hedda!
First, have some tea. And then, at 10 o'clock, Eilert Lethborg will come. With a crown of vine leaves in his hair.